Welcome to the Coombe and Curry Sports Cards Podcast, where collecting meets the game. Your hosts, the Tag Team Champions.
Welcome to episode 43 of the Coombe and Curry Sports Card Podcast. And as you may be aware from the music, you have MC as your host. And unfortunately,
BC is here!
For you, the listener at home, BC is back and he is alive and well.
Oh, I've made it.
He's back in the game. You thought we lost him.
Oh,
Delayed op, and he is back. Coombe, how are you doing?
I've been under the knife.
He's been under the knife. Talk us through it.
Oh, what an experience. All that worrying. It's been good, actually. I was concerned. What was I saying on the last pod that I had like a cut on my foot? I was a bit paranoid that there'd be another postponement, but no, all that worrying, they got me all ready in that, and the surgeon come out, looked at it, and went, "Nah, you'll be fine." I was like, "That's caused me a lot of stress, mate." And you've just gone, "Now you'll be fine." Then I got wheeled in, and yeah, it's great. Like it's weird because I don't remember they gave me something that allegedly would relax me. And she had a bit of a mare trying to get the cannula in my arm, and then she got it all sorted. They had to like ultrasound it to get it in, and then she got it in and went, "Oh, I was going to give you something to relax you." It's the last thing I remember.
Good night.
Yeah, it's a weird concept, isn't it? Because I suspect in reality, after that, I probably yabbered on for a bit until she put me to sleep, but I have no recollection of it. So yeah, then woke up in the recovery, went to a private room, watched a film, had some food. It was quite nice, actually. Every half an hour, someone coming in going, "Oh, we're just going to check this." I was like, "Yeah, fill your boots."
Yeah, come on in, take a seat.
Yeah. So yeah, I was quite enjoying it, mate. And then I had a lovely dinner, nice chicken dinner. Yeah, nice experience. And now I'm being weighted on hand and foot by the family, which is good. Can't move, so I can't bend or twist, so I'm quite rigid. I think the listeners will have to apologise in advance for the sound effects every now and again. Yeah, but no, we're getting there. It's done now. That's the main things. Happy days.
Got a few questions actually.
Fire away, boy.
First off, glad you made it through the other side. Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome back.
Welcome back. What film did you watch? First and foremost, if you can remember.
The Skyscraper. With
the documentary about the guy that went across the tightrope.
The one with it's The Rock, I think, and he jumps off a crane into a skyscraper. His family is stuck in. It's a bit. I don't want to go early for ticking the box, but I'll try and think of a different word. It was terrible.
Yeah, sounds terrible, actually.
Yeah, but that's just what you need when you've just been under the knife, you know.
I can imagine it was.
Yeah,
I bet The Rock was a welcome sight, was he?
Oh, well, anyone was a welcome sight. Yeah, I was. Apparently, the first thing I said was to the guy when I woke up was, "What time is it?" And I said I can still make it to training.
Mind on the game. Love it.
Committed.
Can't fault his commitment.
No.
Chicken and rice, was it, for dinner?
It was chicken and rice. Yeah, I had a quite a spicy sauce, and I'm not a big vegetable eater, but I smashed the carrots. I had carrots, rice, some chicken steak things, and a sauce. And I said it was quite late because my mate came and saw me, and he bought me a. Do you remember Milky Bar? The old white chocolate. Bought me a Milky Bar.
Of course I do.
Smashed into that, and then I said to the nurse, "I probably won't eat much." I went, "You can bring it," and she bought it. Absolutely obliterated it.
Wow.
Just lucky to be alive.
Glad to have you still with us, Coombe. Welcome back, and hopefully your back is shaved as you described it, and it's
Mm.
going to heal nicely.
I hope so. Yeah. It's funny because it makes you think like the surgeon. I was thinking about surgeons the other day. They are pretty cool people, aren't they? But they do. This guy he's just a cool guy. Just looked at me with that smile, like, "You'll be all right." Man of very few words, and he's like, I was like, "Thank you, surgeon, thanks for doing a good job on that." And he's like, "You'll be fine." It's that type of guy, you know? But what a job, you know? I do this every day, bread and butter. He's, yeah, just chuffed. So that road to recovery now, boy.
Um, Love to hear it. Last question. Gutted he didn't take any. What happened to the bed rip? Thought we were going to see some patch rip from the bed.
Do you know, I think in all seriousness, so what I should have started with today is I apologise. I'm not going to be on my game today. Sound a bit tired, a little bit of pain, but I'm here. I'm committed to the pod. The pod goes on. The show goes on. The bed rip. Now, on paper, it's not a great idea. However, I was very consumed. I think since I've got into cards, I love cards, love the whole thing, and I want to involve it in everything. But I have been a bit consumed with kind of, I don't know. I think it's the right amount of anxiety for the operation. But I think when push came to shove, I was too focused on doing what I needed to do to just get through the operation. And it's funny because in the lead up to it, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do it. I just want to focus on this. But the second I woke up, almost survived the op, I'm like, oh, I wish I'd got cards because you go
We should
back
have
into your kind of comfortable state. But yeah, like the build up was just sort of being mentally ready, I think, because I know for them it was probably the lower end of back surgery. But for me, like we said before, when your reactions is pretty normal when we've talked about it. Like when you say you're back, it's not really an area you want to be fanning around with, is it?
No, yeah.
So I've been kind of focused on that really. But yeah, like it's funny because you get there and have my dinner, I watch that skyscraper, and I'm like, oh, imagine if I had a box of cards now, the hospital bed rip. But my head wasn't in the game to prepare for it, so I did what I needed to do.
You got the job done. You got in, you got out, and you lived to tell the tale. To make up for no bed rips, I've got a box here, unopened. So what I'm going to do for you right now is open it for you live on the pod.
What is it?
Now, the reason I'm opening this for you, BT or Coon, is, as you are aware, don't know if the listeners are aware, but I am off on a P&O cruise tomorrow to the fjords. And in doing so, I have bought 5 packs of cards, single packs of cards.
Mm,
Now, I don't know if I'll take all of them, but I will take a couple. So I'm going to crack them open on the cruise and
love that. Have
going
you
to
got a
film it.
balcony?
I believe we do, yeah. I
So it
believe
could be a
we do.
balcony rip.
Little balcony rip, yeah. That's definitely
Well, if there's
happening.
no wind, do you imagine that?
Oh, can you imagine that? Gerard Auto flying through the
Oh,
Mediterranean. I don't know if it's the
oh,
Mediterranean, is it? I don't know. I might have got the wrong ocean there.
fuel.
I've got 2 packs of Tops, 3 packs of Panini, you'll be happy to hear. We've got a 21-22 Tops Finest
Nice.
Champions League, so that'd be good. Haaland in his Dortmund kit there. A Messi PSG, Benzema Real Madrid, Lewandowski Bayern. I've then got a 22-23 Tops Finest of the Champions League and the Europa League.
Nice.
I then go on to 2 packs of Score, actually. So 22-23 Premier League Score.
Well, you've done a pack of Premier League score, haven't you, before?
I have, yeah. Don't mind them.
Yeah.
Don't mind them. Quite vintage looking. And then I've got a
Yeah.
23-24 pack of Score. And then I've got a value pack of Panini Elite, like a hanger pack.
Yeah. Nice.
30 cards in there. So, Coom, I'm going to let you decide. Give me 2 packs to take with me to Rip.
The Elite
3.
Hanger
Go on.
Pack.
Got to do the hanger pack, have I?
Yeah, do the Hanger Pack. Do the Score. Take Score.
Yeah. Would you like the 22-23 or the 23-24?
22-23.
All right, the gold pack, lovely.
And
Shall I take which one of these?
the one in your right hand. Yeah. Could I request that you open the one in your left hand right now for the listeners?
You absolutely can.
Oh,
Topps finest 22-23, 5 cards per pack. I think is this a first?
I think so. Although, didn't we try and open? No, it could be. I think you're right. We're
Right.
doing a card podcast and we've not opened cards. It's sacrilege.
Criminal.
Yeah.
A little bit ASMR for you, is it? Here we go. 5 cards per pack. Let's get into this. These cards are, I've opened them before. Beautiful. We start with Robert Lewandowski in his Barcelona kit.
Well, that looks nice. Is that green?
I think they're all green.
Good.
Quite thick as well. Hang on. Give me 1 second there a bit. All right. I've loosened them up a little bit. Lewandowski to start. We're going to go with who we got next. Andy would be happy with that, wouldn't he? Andy from Seaside Sports.
Yeah.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic in his AC Milan kit. We then go on to
They're nice, aren't they?
rookie as well, Zaire Emery.
Very nice.
Yeah, rookie. Nice. And then I believe this is the inserts. Is it? Oh, I forgot there.
No, rookie.
Another rookie.
Got another rookie there.
Valentin Carboni of Inter Milan. And last but by no means least, Dario Asugo.
Not a bad little pack, that.
Another rookie. Finest moments. Yeah, the quality of these cards is really nice as well. I've opened 1 pack of these before. But that's nice, isn't it? Ibrahimovic is a nice touch. 3 rookies.
Yeah.
Zaire Emery.
Congratulations, MC.
Thank you. Zaire Emery at
Nice.
PSG is doing bits as well. There we go.
Nice start to the cruise, that, isn't it? The Tom.
That is a nice start to the holiday, yeah. And I've got these 3 to take with me that I'll be filming some content for.
Are we going to see your face in some of these videos? That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Well, walking through a corridor on a cruise ship, just ripping packs. I like that.
If that's what you want, that's what you'll get.
Has he got the balls? That's what I want to know. Walking through a corridor full of cruise goers, just ripping pack.
What, you want me to rip a pack in the corridor?
Yeah, just walking through the cruise ship.
Yeah, go on then, I'll do it. Yeah, why not?
That's my request. You might need some assistant, not someone filming you, but I quite like to see that. Yeah, walking through the ship, just people on their merry way, and you're just ripping packs of cards. That's what I'm requesting.
Quest granted.
Well, not. Yeah, last time I made a request and it was granted. I've not seen the result, so let's see if this happens.
All right, I appreciate that. Yeah, don't worry, I will do my best to get this rip in, let's say, uncharted territory, or uncharted waters, should I say.
Uncharted waters. Let's hope you don't enter any of those.
Let's hope so.
Veered off. Have you ever seen the film The Poseidon Adventure?
No, it sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's a cruise ship that gets knocked over by a tidal wave and ends up upside down. So
that sounds terrible.
Not the best.
Is it any good?
Not the best. Yeah, it's all right. Not the best situation to be in, though.
Sounds as good as your skyscraper film, I think. On that bombshell, we'll move on, shall we?
Definitely.
Cool. We'll start with the draft picks. Yeah, I saw some great footage of Seahawks Am over there. Sort of Packers draft picks. How are you feeling? Did you watch it? What was the consensus from a Seahawks angle?
Yeah, I watched. Firstly, Seahawks Sam was awesome. Loved his content, and what I know he's spoken about loads of times, but he's living the dream of like everyone that listens to our podcast. Like to be able to go on stage, and he's got so much. I was thinking, like, say I had the opportunity to do that, I wouldn't be able to do what he's got the charisma for it. Like, he absolutely loved it. He's coming on, giving it absolute biggin as well.
Yeah.
I don't know the guy, obviously, personally, what he's like, but he's obviously got the charisma for it. He's obviously built for it. His content was phenomenal, and like just the way he delivered that was phenomenal. And so, yeah, an incredible experience for him. Loved his content, and hopefully, you've said it before, we'll get him back on here and chat to him. But yeah, the drafts, I think for Seahawks, there was a lot of speculation as to whether they would stick at 32 or whether they would trade down into the second round. Probably could have picked. So we've got our first pick at 32. So obviously Seahawks did stick in the end, but whether or not that was the initial plan, I don't know. Maybe as things sort of unfolded, maybe they didn't have a lot of choice. But at 32, they picked Jadarian Price, a running back from Notre Dame. He is an absolute beast. I'm excited because I think when you need something, why risk it? Could they have picked him up if they traded down into round 2? Probably. But why risk it? They needed a piece. They've gone and got the piece. So I'm excited about him. I looked at some ranks yesterday post draft, and I think they've got him at like 13th, rank 13th for a running back, one above Saquon Barkley. I'm not sure about that, but I think it's a great pick. I think a bit of trading went on, so we went in with 4 draft picks. I think we ended up with possibly 7 off the top of my head. I think with me personally, I don't watch a lot of college football. I've tried to get into it, although I have actually got a little announcement on that. After all these years, I've decided the team that I'm going to back. I'll come back to that in a minute. I've taken my time on that. But yeah, so like a lot of the players I don't know a lot about, so I have to go off what I've read. So I spent a lot of time in the build-up sort of reading different picks, different mock drafts, and looking at sort of various players. But my mate Tom, he's big into college football, so I'll just say, well, what about this guy? What about this guy? And he'll give me the lowdown on that. So I was very aware of Price, mainly because that's the piece that we needed. So I was looking at the running backs, who's done well, what are the options, and then the other players kind of learned as I went on and looked at the mocks. But I think overall, I think by all accounts and my opinion that we've had a fantastic draft. It couldn't have gone better really from the situation we're in, picking 32. So going for a repeat, boy. Super Bowl number 2, number 4 in total. What's happening?
That'd be
3 in total. Sorry.
That'd be incredible teams, wouldn't it? Back-to-back Super Bowls.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Yeah, Packers' draft was pretty good. I think the highlight from what I saw, because I follow a few fan pages, was that they got a new kicker, Trey Smack, from Florida.
No.
And after the whole situation with Brandon McManus when it was at the Bears in the playoffs. Was it the playoffs match? He missed like 3.
Yeah.
Was it a playoff one? Or was it I think it was a playoff one, because we needed, it was a really tight one, wasn't it? And he missed 3 field goals. So obviously that damned him a little bit. But Trey Smack, they're super excited around him at Green Bay, and saw like a stat that he's got set his conversion ratio of plus 50-yard field goals is 77%, which is pretty decent, isn't it? So I think that's probably one of the biggest wins for the Packers in the drafts. That's one that's been banded about a bit. So be interesting to see how they get on. But it's always interesting to see how they will get on in the season, isn't it? Obviously, there's all this hype around, and they obviously come from college football, but how well will they play under pressure on the big stage?
Yeah, it'll be interesting with Raiders' first pick getting Mendoza as well, because they've just brought in Kirk Cousins. So you'd imagine that Kirk Cousins will be QB1 to start with, Mendoza over him. And of course, you've got Brady there as an investor. I think it's going to going to be a good mentor as well for Mendoza. And then probably see him perhaps perhaps after the bye, would we see Mendoza come in? But he's going to be an interesting one to see how he does. Raiders are looking okay now because they've brought in Clint Kubiak, who was the offensive coach at Seahawks. He's now the head coach there. And obviously, they just, as I just said there, they brought in Cousins. They got Mendoza in that first pick, and they got Ashton Genty from last year's draft, who's the running back. He's an exciting player. I've actually just started, just off a couple of cards, actually, just an Ashton Genty PC. We'll come back to that in a minute. We won't segue into that just yet, but just thought I'd just wet the whistle by mentioning that. I got a lovely Ashton Genty card, which has got me all fired up. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. In terms of watching it, yeah, I watched the whole of the first round.
Wow, okay.
But then I
Nice.
had football refereeing my last games before the op, so I kept an eye on social media between games and halves and that, just to see who had been drafted and whatnot. And I watched, I don't know if this is sad, but I watched day 2 and day 3 as a highlight package on the Zone. So is that, I don't know what your
That's
opinion is on
nice.
that, but it's different.
Different, but I don't mind it. It's,
Yeah.
you know, each their
Yeah.
own and how you watch it, right?
I like seeing the calls on social media. You know, when they phone up and they go, they always say the same thing. We're going to draft you, bud, with this next pick. And they'll be like, oh, thank you, sir. Let's go. Let's go. And then some of them just sound miserable, don't they? And some are just a bit. I just love all the various reactions. Like you can see sometimes when the coach is like looking at the other coach, he's a miserable one.
He's a miserable bastard.
Yeah. Ah, you've done it. Got to tick the button now.
That's in the dictionary. It's not a swear word.
Is it? Oh, let it work.
Every day's a lesson. Every day's a blessing.
Every day's a school day.
It certainly is. Speaking of blessings, cream I've got in my hands.
I don't know if I want to know the rest of that sentence.
The NFL Topps Chrome box, which I've ripped about 45 minutes ago.
What's your initial thoughts?
I like it. I like it. It's similar, obviously very similar to the Topps Premier League. The Topps Chrome Premier League, sorry. Yeah, I enjoyed it. They feel you feel slightly thinner, but they still look and feel very decent, very nice. I've got like a few railway parallels, got a couple of refractors. There's a red, white, and blue. Look out for red, white, and blue refractors. I've got
Yeah, they're nice.
Trevon Diggs from the Cowboys. It's nice. Yeah, the railways, which are obviously, I've got a nice Cole Palmer one in the football, but I've got a few of these. Got Marvin Harrison, Cardinals, Jacob E. Mayers, Jaguars, and T. Higgins, Bengals. So the railways, they're obviously quite cool insert. And then I've got Jalen Carter, Eagles on Sparkle, I guess.
Pulsar.
Thank you very much. And then I've got these.
Elvis.
Justin Fields and the Jets. That's quite a nice
Yeah, like a retro, isn't it? Like a throwback.
Yeah. And I'll save this one's. I guess this is what like a dragon skin. I guess you see around the edge.
Yeah, I think that's the pig skin they call it. I think like for the football. I don't know what Topps Chrome call it, football levers or something. But I think in Panini it's pig skin.
Right, and then this one, I think this might be the best card out of the lot. It's called a Fortune 15.
Oh yeah.
Which is a Lawrence Taylor of the New York Giants. And if you can see, there's like it's like cars. It's got hearts, clubs, spades on them. It's a nice card.
You enjoyed the rip, did you? Was it a blaster?
Yeah, value box. Yeah, yeah. So blaster box. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, you got one for yourself here as well. And I
Love
obviously
that.
got. I was waiting for obviously whenever I rip NFL, I'm ideally keeping an eye out for Seahawks or Packers. Yeah, so I've got for you, as told in the green room, your Elijah Arroyo rookie card there.
Lovely. Thank you.
That's going straight in the top
Much
loader.
appreciated.
And I got a player who I was reading up on actually. I really like him as a player, but I think he's only got 1 year left on his contract at Green Bay. So there's talk of him, they're either going to extend him or not. Wide receiver, Christian Watson.
Yep.
Um,
Nice.
Serious player. And I think he was injured for a fair bit of last season, but then he came back toward the end and he was in really good forms. Yeah, decent rip. And I've been super busy recently, so I haven't had a chance to open, like I said to you earlier, I've had all these single packs sitting here. I had the Chrome box sitting there, unopened. So this is very recently cracking this value box open, but yeah, it was good fun. Good fun. Looking forward to the next one. Might have to crack yours before I go on the cruise. No, I'm only joking. But I'm not the only one that's got my hands on some NFL Chrome. Is that correct? Am I? The rumor's true.
That's very much correct. Yeah. So obviously I jumped in, I think I said on the last pod, I jumped into a few breaks and stuff with like KCC and the Card Crazy Blunt collections over here, but I've not actually received those cards yet. So we're still building up a pile, but I jumped into some, I don't know if I revealed this last week, but I jumped into some Whatnot breaks. I feel
Really?
funny about it. Yeah. Cause it's, chaos. I didn't want to steal your, I remember now actually, you said you jumped into some Whatnot streams, didn't
Yeah.
you? And I didn't want to rain on your parade because I had the same story, so I thought I'd save it. And I didn't mention it to you, but I jumped into some with slabbed treasures over here. Two Australian ladies who we've spoke about before, MC, who I'd love to get on the podcast. What I will say, I think they're actually moving to eBay Live. But for me, it was pure chaos. It wasn't for me. There was a lot of energy, and it was fun to watch. But they were like auctioning off spaces in a break.
Yes.
And it was just chaos. There was things being given away for free, which are good, but I ended up with Jets and I think Eagles and a couple of breaks. But I've actually, this is testament to their service. I've actually received their package really quickly. There wasn't a great deal in it because I didn't get a lot. That's not their fault. They did give me a pack of, I think it was like NBA hoops or something, as a non-hit like giveaway or something. I can't remember what they called it. A non-hit like compensation type thing, which I thought was a nice touch. But what it has given me is the opportunity to, as you said there, get the cards in hand. Now, here's a couple of base cards, a couple of Jets. Now the first thing, and you just touched upon this, that strikes me with them is, yes, they're really, really good quality, but they're kind of in the same realm as them, something like that. But what I'm a bit confused about is we spoke about the Topps Chrome EPL, and do you remember when I said I was like, oh yeah, I'm back in and all that because I've got them in hand, and that does make a difference. They're a lot thicker. These are just, I mean, there's no complaints about them. The design's nice. I would say quite like these base cards
Yeah.
as a design. But as I've already said, the Chrome product, and I think a few people over here I've spoke to recently, I'm not finding the product as exciting yet generally as Panini, and I've had some hits to be fair, like the Blunt Collections first break. I got an Imanwari auto, which is amazing, and I got a numbered Charbonnet and stuff like that. But I think I don't know. I don't know what it is. For me, it's that what I was describing the other week. It's the I don't know, Miss Panini. And I think in time they're gonna, Tops. They've done it before. They'll do it again. It'll be fantastic product. But right now, I'm not finding it as exciting. But I'm just trying to find. So I got those base cards, and then I got a Cooper de Jean Pulsar
Let's have a look at it. Yeah, yeah, very
from
nice.
the Eagle, and one of your favourites, the Ray Wave. Nice bloke.
I do like the railways are nice. They're nicer. I think they're
Yeah.
nice.
So I think, yeah, I think they're quite cool actually. The Ray Waves, and I know I've got a few coming, but yeah, in hand it's nice. It's got me excited for when I get the Seahawk stuff come through. But I think a break went up yesterday for Card Crazy for some optic, and I think I'm buzzing for that. Panini. There's probably not a little period of time where there's going to be a crossover where you still, like, for me, I'm pining over the Panini stuff. Love it. Find it hard to move on. But then, like I said, you know, this is the first stage, isn't it? Like, as base cards, like you said there, I can't, got no gripes about that. I think it's a nice design. It's nice. And it'll be nice to have some of them at the show as well. So yeah, nice to have it in hand. Looking forward to getting a few more of the inserts come through as and when the breakers get the stuff out. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. I think that's definitely helped. And shout out to Slab Treasures for getting that stuff out quickly. And that is very much appreciated. And if you're listening, hit us up, get on the pod, and tell us what's happening.
That'd be great. Yeah, Slab Treasures, hold tight. Just looking at this product, I've got a Dante Thornton of the Raiders wide receiver rookie card. The number on the back of the card, or the base, is 385.
Yeah.
That's a lot of base, isn't it? That is a
Yeah,
lot.
it's a big
It's a big collection, isn't it?
it's a big checklist. Yeah, it's a big check. Oh, just dropped one. Can't pick that up. Yeah, it's a big checklist.
It
But I
is.
think there's like, again, I don't try and say it's too much because it's a boring story. But obviously, our I guess our unique perspective in the hobby is that we're new, isn't it? So people have been through the tops. You know, this isn't a new thing, and I think some of the older collectors are mildly amused at the big rush for it because Tops has been here before, it's done football before. And I think some of them older collectors will know that I think the Tops Chrome checklist is usually a little bit deeper, you know, a little bit bigger. So I don't think that's uncommon. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see. The prices are coming down now because some of the prices were stupid. So it'll be interesting to see as the other products come out, what we like and stuff like that. Obviously, there's a lot of love for these Tecmos, which me and you were talking about. You've in your, you know, like with the EPL stuff, you've got the 8-bit, very similar to that. But the Tecmo, I think, is officially a case hit. I say officially, probably needs to be confirmed, but I think it is. And then you've got the ultraviolets and the Kaijus. And I think the Kaiju is something like one every 3 cases. It's not a case hit as such. I mean, it's quite a big thing. But some of the prices that I've seen for these cards are just unbelievable.
Through the roof, yeah.
Madness.
Kuma, I want to touch on, I know you briefly spoke about your Whatnot experience, about how chaotic it was and and all this. So obviously I went on a couple, we spoke about it last week. I've got a couple of gripes. Yeah. I know you had your gripes the other week, but I've got a couple of gripes here.
Let's hear it.
I went into 2 breaks, didn't I, for the Tops Focus Liverpool product. And I think we discussed it quite a while ago about if you're in a break and you don't whoever you get, so like say you get whatever club, say you get Seahawks and you don't get anything pulled, they say, what do they do? They like send like an empty parcel or whatever.
They can't actually. Is that what they actually do?
Well, that's what I swear I saw someone do it. But anyway, just so that, or they send something just so you're not empty-handed. So in reflection of, like, I've ordered some, as I spoke about last week, I ordered some some singles off eBay, and some of the sellers will chuck in, you know, a couple of decent cards in there as well, a couple of focus base cards, or, you know, a really sort of high numbered card or something like that. Something that's quite tasty going into it, yeah. I got these 2 parcels through from these breaks. I've never been so underwhelmed in the hobby since I did opening these two.
No.
Oh my god! I thought, what is the point? So one of them sent me 4 base Topps Premier League cards, which I've got about
Yeah.
600 of these.
Yeah.
From when I did the swap shop with How's You Like Dominic Lott. So I got 4 of them. Didn't need it. And I got 3. The other one sent me 3 of the UCC Topps base as well. And
Pointless.
I just thought, what's the point? Like,
Yeah. Did you have to
I'd
pay
rather.
for that delivery?
So yeah, when you go into the breaks, you pay for your spot and delivery.
All right.
So yeah, and I just thought I'd just keep it. But yeah, that's a gripe of mine. The gripe, that's one of my gripes. I just think if you're a breaker, surely you've got tons of cards. Surely, right? You would assume that a breaker would have a decent
Yeah.
amount of cards that aren't just base entry, you know. So that then, from a customer perspective, in my opinion, I won't go with them again.
Yeah.
It's almost like a pity bit of post.
Yeah. Surely there's an option to not have the parcel because I don't understand that. I don't. I think maybe I need to ask these slab treasures how it works because I I'm pretty sure I opted to just get my stuff out because I didn't think I was going to do it again. So I thought I'll just take my stuff. But surely that's not a very productive system if you've got to have a package sent out because no one knows. I think sort of what you've just said there and showed us those cards. It's almost a bit of an insult, isn't it? Because they know that you're not going to be there for the base cards. So it's not a consolation prize just to receive those, and it's just more junk, isn't it? I guess. Um,
Yeah, it
whereas,
was.
like, if you've got your hit and you send a couple of base in there, the difference is that every now and again, like, I've spoke to some of the boys about this. Like, here's a question for you, very impromptu. Do you collect some base cards?
Do I collect some base cards?
Yeah,
As in,
you've got base cards in your PC.
yeah.
Yeah. So we all have some base cards, I think. And I definitely do because we've never brought this up for various reasons, but we obviously did all about that base. Um,
Or
yeah. And there were some lovely base cards that come out of that. And we talked about origins and stuff like that. And I've definitely got some base cards. I think if you've got a hit and someone puts I've had it before where someone sent me a few free cards and there's been one base card I've gone, oh, I like that. I'll keep it. But yeah, if you've got nothing and then you get a package and then you're like buzzing because maybe we get too many, we forget, and then you open it as base cards. It's almost having the opposite effect, isn't it?
100%.
You've got me overexcited and you've got nothing in it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, from a seller's perspective, the ones that probably do well are the ones that look after the people that jump in their breaks, right? Like, and they will get, if they don't pull anything, they might send them, something that's, that will keep them enticed.
Yeah.
They'll keep them interested. That will go, yeah, do you know what? I didn't hit anything. I paid for it, but at least I got, I don't know, a high numbered card of whoever. Not saying that I should get a numbered card, but like, just, if you want repeat business, I don't think that's the way to go, because that was
No.
embarrassing when you opened that. I had to laugh because I was just like,
I hear you.
oh yeah, but it's all a learning curve, isn't it? It's quite interesting to understand that, you get these sellers on eBay that do really well, and they will send you your card, and I'll chuck in some good cards as well and give you like a buffer. You'll be like, do you know what? Yeah, I'll have a sift through all their other items to see if there's anything else I fancy, because it was a good transaction and it was something that I'd go back to. Whereas these ones, I can safely say I won't be going back to.
No. I I think it's funny because looking at it through the position that we are within the hobby, it's interesting because my experience, and this is absolutely nothing to do with the sellers. I think slab treasures were were fantastic. Like, I think they're doing a great job and stuff like that. But I think as an experience on Whatnot, it was almost like a circus to me, the whole setup, and it kind of made me question: is this the hobby? Because I go into breaks, you go into breaks because we've got sort of objectives in mind. Like when I know it's a little bit different over here because they run, the breaks I do are through kind of community break, pages and stuff like that. So you know everyone and things like that. It's a community. Um, and you're going in there for a reason. So ideally, I want to buy Seahawks. I want to buy Seahawks because I'm a Seahawks fan. I have certain PCs and within the Seahawks, and I want to add a big card that's going to, or give me the opportunity to add a big card where I don't have to pay out for a full hobby box. So there's a pretty much a clear objective. When I went on to Whatnot, to me it was a circus. Like, just people bidding on random teams. It was like more of a gamble. It reminded me of, like, I don't know.
Like a
It would be
casino
more
or something
suited to,
like that.
to like Las Vegas. Like go in
Mm.
and stuff like that. And ironically, this is definitely going off at a tangent, but when I've been a casino, it's not really for me. So if they had that environment on the odd occasion I've been dragged into a casino, I'd probably enjoy it in that format. But yeah, like going back to the reason we collect and stuff like that. To me, it was just a circus. To me, people didn't have an objective. The objective was just get a team for as cheap as possible, which kind of detracts from why you actually in here in the first place. What you trying to collect? Because I've already said to you, um, I'm not a massive fan of random teams. On the odd occasion when there's a new product, we go into it because you want to get your hands and see the new product or whatever. Um, Now I'm collecting a little bit of inventory for the card show and stuff like that. So it's different. But yeah, generally I want my team, Seahawks, and that, and for me, Whatnot was just pure chaos, and it wasn't really the hobby as I kind of see it really. So yeah, definitely not for me.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I definitely felt that when I first went onto Whatnot. Like, yeah, the giveaways and just it, like, you see the chat coming up at the bottom, and it's just like crazy, isn't it? It's just it's quite an interesting environment to be around. And some you like, some you don't. I would say, like, obviously, probably my favourite was Stu Carsley Breaks. He created, shout out Stu, let's get him back on. There's talk of getting him back on and see what he's up to these days. He created a really sort of relaxed environment. It wasn't hectic. It was, had a laugh, had sound bites, had music, but it was all it was all well, like, tapered, and it was,
Yeah.
it wasn't, like you said, like some of them can be quite like circus like. And again, when I got, I think I went to a break with Shu, I got like some really good stuff back from him as well. I don't think I got like a massive hit or anything like that, but I got like a decent. I think he put like a pack of Bowman Chrome, the Euros under 21s, like a single pack, and then a bunch of sort of random cards. And I thought, do you know what? I'd go back.
Yeah.
Look after your customers, breakers. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, just feels a little bit. That was no good. Getting on and base from, especially from Topps Premier League, where I've got tins of those cards indoors that are just taking up space.
What
Anyway,
This is a very impromptu question as well. I'm putting you right on the spot here. How are you going to clean things up? Because you've moved more now into, like your Gerard Rainbow and more targeted stuff that you want. How are you going to clean up? Because you've got a lot of match attacks and the early Topps Premier League stuff. What's your goal with that? So how are you going to, I'd imagine you're going to keep a lot of the Liverpool stuff, but you're going to have a massive sort out where you go, do I want this set? Are you going to complete the set? What are you going to do? Talk us through that.
I will. So Topps
Yeah.
Premier League.
Good.
I actually got the binder out the other day. Well, actually, first and foremost, I've got a red binder. Discussed this before, where I'm collecting all the Topps LFC. It's the fan sets and then the team sets. So I'm collecting all of the, going through all the checklists, and I've got a binder of all these wonderful LFC collections. And what I've gone through it, and all the ones that I'm missing, I've actually put a label on. I've written, whoever it is, what number it is and what card it is, and put a label on the empty part of the binder.
Yeah.
So I've completed that. That's all ready to go. I just need to now just source some cards to complete that. I've got my Topps Premier League binder, which is pretty much full. There is still a fair amount of cards to get, but I'm going to do the same with that. I think I'm done with match attacks in terms of collecting. I think the Topps Premier League, I want to get that binder finished. That'd be good. And also keep up with these Liverpool sets. The Liverpool sets are probably my most enjoyable
Yeah.
collection out of the sort of base stuff because it looks really good. I'll have to do a video on it. It just looks so good, like going through, I think it goes from 21, 22 all the way through. So you've got like the fan set followed by the team set, and then 22, 23 fan set, team set. So the binder's actually pretty, it's like a Liverpool haven. It's really good, really enjoyable. I've got all the checklists. Yeah, buzzing just to get that over the line and get that completed, because obviously they bring it out every year as well, don't they?
What?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like match decks, I don't know. I could probably try and finish that at some point, but probably the next would be the Liverpool binder and then the Topps Premier League, because obviously that was a long time coming,
Yeah.
and it should be pretty easy to pick up those cards because there's just so much of it everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just getting through it and getting it labelled up and buying it really. But I had a massive clear out and I've got like a bunch of cards that I want to sell. So I'm thinking of doing like a Vinted or an eBay shop for Coon & Co sports cards over here, and
Love
trying
that.
to just shift them. Shift them. The more I can get rid of, the more I can reinvest.
A good plan, Chief. Are we any closer to your first grading submission?
Yeah, I would say that's up there as well. I would say, especially after the discussion with Andy and seeing his footage of his ace gradings come back, I would say that's probably my next port of call. My short-term targets for me is getting some slabs, so get some graded, and also getting a Gerard patch. I've got my own a couple of Gerard ones, Gerard patch, match worn, obviously. So yeah, they're my short-term plans, which is good. I'm pretty happy with those to go after. The rainbow is continuing, and I will update obviously in due course.
I got a message the other day from Brock Nash, friend of the pod. Just trying to find the picture he sent through. I got it here. He sent through a Gerard. I'm having a look at it now. It's let's have a look. What number 1 of 5? Top certified autograph issue, Champions League, and it's an on-card auto. So I'm gonna hold my phone up to the camera.
Oh my,
And he said, what did he say?
oh my.
Yeah, but it's he put Keen BC question mark, and it's up for $3,000. So
Brock, you're
not
killing
that
me.
price. Yeah, not that price. Yeah,
Yeah,
hell of a card though.
there's this one card, right? There's this one card that I've seen on eBay, and you've probably seen it, like JSN. You see this card and you think, oh my word, like that is just pinnacle. Yeah, that's what it is. And it's a 1 of 5. Like I think it's a Topps Champions League Chrome. It's got the Champions League like logo factors in the background. It's a red colour match, also 1 of 5 Gerard, and it is a thing of beauty. It's on for like £987, I think it is, around that. Just under £1,000. And I've got it like a picture, and I keep seeing it in my camera roll every now and again.
Just sell everything and just go in for that card.
Just sell the house.
Yeah, sell the house.
Oh, but it's just even like the like it's quite how a card comes together. So you've got like the you've got like a player, how the player's on the card, how he looks or she looks, how they look on the
Yeah,
card. Yeah.
yeah,
It's him running, it's Gerrard running away celebrating at Anfield, and the card
nice.
just looks, yeah, perfect in my eyes.
Yeah,
Um,
all elements.
all elements, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So the rainbow is coming on. There's been 2 new additions. We'll come on to that in a short while. But first and foremost, boom, let's have a card show update. I know there's been things, cogs have been turning over there. Talk us through the countdown's on now. It's probably what, just over 6 weeks away?
Something like that, yeah, June the 14th. But it's the cloth. I put a picture on Instagram yesterday of the cloth that's come from Temu. And I was a bit skeptical with it being Temu, but it's unbelievable. The quality, how the logo's kind of like built up, how they do it is beyond me, but um that kind of makes everything feel real legit. You know, when we've got our own cloth printed, like I'm like, love that.
Yeah, it looks
Um,
class.
yeah, so I'm keen to get that on I can't at the minute because I just can't bend down on that. But over the next few weeks, try and get it on someone's table just to see, get some nice pictures. But I've got a few little stands. I've got my little display boards ready. So I'm just building up a bit of inventory. I've been buying, like sales here. Just been buying like Jewel Patch there, McCarthy and Penix Junior. Just been buying bits that people have put up for sale that I can just have some nice stuff at the table on the day. But there's Brock's there, Hamish there. We're going to be with KCC as well. So between us, there's going to be some cool stuff for the NFL there. So I think NFL wise, we're the place to be. Lots of singles. I've prepped my main box now. So I'm going to have like base sorted by team, rookie sorted by team, insert sorted by team. We're going to have some stuff in one touches. There'll be a few slabs. Um, so yeah, for the single stuff, um, come and see us. There'll be some exciting stuff to look through at all ends as well. So like I said, right through to base, all the way up to some high end slabs. Across the four of us. So looking forward to it. Actually, really looking forward to it. Uh, yeah, it's been fun getting the sort of thinking about how you're going to display things and that. Um, it's going to be fun, and it's not been announced yet, but there'll be not linked to the show, but there's a few of us through Top Play Sports Cards who are going to do a trade night down at the store in Lower Hutt. So there's going to
Nice.
be a bit of, yeah, like that. That'll be nice because they've got someone from kind of repping each sport really. There'll be some WWE, basketball, baseball. I'm there for the NFL, that type of thing. So I'll probably set my table up there, which would be quite nice just to do some trades with people. But there'll be some promotional stuff coming out with that. So that'll be at the end of May. I think it's a Thursday. So that'll be a nice little prep for going into the show. But I think, as you and I operating literally at opposite ends of the world, even with you talking about the eBay shop there, I think as a brand, what we're trying to achieve, we're doing some good things, aren't we? So I'm going to be trying to do quite a few shows. Hopefully, you can get the eBay going and start selling some of your stuff and just building up our brand with the podcast and that. And I guess because of my back and that, we've slowed down on the guests and things like that. But now we've got a lot of people lined up and things like that. And the looking at the numbers for the podcast is just going up and up and up. And I think we're not authorised to say this yet, but a little bit of a teaser. But we've got probably some big news, haven't we, in terms of where we want to take the podcast coming up over the next few weeks. A little announcement, big announcement, sorry, not little, not little. Big announcement coming up, which is good progress for us. So I'm looking forward to seeing where we can take it. We've got a nice following on social media and stuff now. But I think everything revolves around the podcast, doesn't it? So, yeah, exciting times for Coombe and Curry Sports Cards. We're
100% cheap.
collecting piece the game.
That's it. Feed the beast
Yeah,
and the beast will look after you. Is that a saying? I'm not sure.
it is now.
It is now. Feed the beast and the
Sounds a
beast
bit.
will. Doesn't quite work. Either way, we
We'll,
appreciate the
we'll run with
listeners.
it.
We appreciate the plays. Yeah. big things to come. So yeah, stay tuned because there's some big announcements coming up. Coon, mail day. Talk us through. We're going to segue into that. I want you to go first because I've got a couple bits, and I've also got another gripe. Curry's gripe. One more.
Oh, okay. All right. I will start. So, I want to talk you through this Ashton Jonty card. I got it off a sale on Facebook, and it's a thing of beauty. These cameras never do it well. It's on Insta, but it's a select white shock. You can just see this.
Stunning. And also, look at the sticker. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Good observation. The new sticker. Still haven't sorted that for you. By the time you get back from the cruise, I would have got yours sorted. But it's concourse level. We love anything in white, don't we? It's it just looks so good.
Clean.
But weirdly, it is numbered to 799. Crazy. Yeah, rookie card, Ashton Jonty. And that's made me jump on eBay and get some similar ones, Seahawks. But yeah, I think I'm going to start collecting Ashton Jonty now. Got a lot of time for him. So that was a nice pickup. I got a couple of nice rookie cards, JSN, that I hadn't actually seen before. So quite pleased with them.
Nice.
Especially this Contenders one. I don't know what they call it. That's some sort of sparkle one. But that's quite nice. I said to you, I've been trying to pick up some cards for the show. So I've picked up a couple of Roma Dunze mem cards. Just something different. And I picked up I don't know who the grading company is, Diamond. I just picked up a Bijan Robinson base card that was graded to 10.
Nice.
What might be quite good on the stand. Nice little pickup for someone. So yeah, like a couple of nice JSN cards, but just kind of low end really, which is fine. And then it's just, for me, it's just been picking up stuff for the show. So, but yeah, the Ashton Jonty is the piece de resistance of this mail day. But over the next few weeks, when the stuff comes in from KCC and Card Crazy and that, I should have some nice stuff coming. So over the next few podcasts, watch this space.
Nice, Chief. Nice. I have got an update on Gerard Rainbow. So it's the dog next door, if you can hear it.
The dog's happy about
that. Funnily enough, eBay seller that I bought these cards off was from the States, and their sticker, if you can see, is a little dog.
Oh, right. Okay.
Couldn't write it, could you?
No.
So these, I ordered these probably like 4 weeks ago from a
Is that
seller
a
in the
red
States.
Gerard there?
Yeah, it's the red colour match, but it's an unnumbered one.
Yep. Nice.
So that wasn't the reason I bought from the seller. It was actually this other card, but they had that as well. So I did a little deal with them. It was actually a new colour to the rainbow. So we've got a purple Gerard, first one, and it is numbered 32 to 140.
Nice.
So that goes straight in. Annoyingly, all my cards are in top loaders that way, and they've done it in that way.
I have to change it over.
Yeah, well, but that is a new colour to add, and obviously a red colour match to add in as well. So happy days.
Does that come from the States, did you say?
Yeah, it did. Took a while, took like 4 weeks, but worth it. And I also picked up, as previously discussed on last week's episode, my Jaden Dan's collection is growing with this Topps Chrome base auto.
No, that MC, that looks lovely. I like that.
Good penmanship as well.
Yeah. Very nice pickup.
Really happy with that. Question for you, Coon. When you get a card, when you buy a card off whoever, like eBay, Facebook, whatever, do you instantly take it out, put it in your own penny sleeve and top loader, or do you leave it as it is?
Good question. Yeah. It depends on the condition. So, like, what was the example? When I came back the other day, I opened some and there were some nice cards, but they're all in scratch. You know, like where someone's probably had them knocking around for a while or whatever, and the top loader gets scratched. If the scratch is on it, I change them, put them in a nice clean one. Um, if it looks immaculate, I'll leave it. But yeah, I would change it generally, just because why have a nice card in a battered top loader? But I think over time, when we get them stickers sorted, you know, you get yours at your end. Your rainbow would look good if you put them in like a one touch with the sticker on.
Yeah,
Would look
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I've been tempted to do that actually.
But there's also an element of, we spoke about this before, you know, when we talk about the gold magnets, for example, and some people like them, some people don't. I like the stickers, but there's also an element of where's the card come from. If you've got, say, it comes in a clean one touch, for example, and someone's put their own sticker on it, I'd probably leave it because I'd kind of like I don't know, I think that's part of it as well sometimes. Where's the card come from? Where's you got it from? Is that part of the story? It really depends. I'm not like hell bent on doing that. But if the ducks are in a row and the stars align, then why not? Because it's part of the story. But so I haven't really got a set thing, but I wouldn't change. You know, for example, I'm just having a look round on my thing now. But if Card Crazy send me a one touch out or KCC and it's got their sticker on it, I'm not changing that because that's where the cards come from. So unless I decide to get that card graded, then that'll stay in that one touch and that's part of the story
Yeah, fair.
and things like that. But yeah, like I don't like stickers on top loaders. So I always take them off. But yeah, if it's scratched, get it out.
Get out. Yeah, agreed. Um, nice. Just wary of time. Good. I just want to touch on one. So it's not part of my Merriday per se, but I have ordered some new product which isn't available, it's pre-ordered, and I believe it's released at the end of May, 28th of May, I think. Just want to touch on this really quickly. It's the Merlin Premier League product.
Right.
So obviously, I was a big fan of the Merlin UCC stuff that came out. Product was class, you know, premium quality, heavy cards. They've released the Premier League version. I've managed to get a blaster box, which is now sold out. Finally, a win for Curry against a Tops website. Curry won, Tops, I don't know, 4. It's a consolation prize, a consolation goal, sorry, but I'll take it. It's a tapping at the back stick. I'll take it. Now, obviously, the product I really enjoyed, but this product is a slightly different. Now, the big chases, Coombe, you'll like this. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but if you haven't, the big chases are what's called, I think it's called Merlin Ink or Merlin Gold Ink.
Right.
So basically, they've got on-card autos, and they're done in gold. How do you feel about that?
I think it would be fantastic.
So I think you've got like Haaland, Salah, sort of all the big dogs, and they're all signed in on-card in gold ink. They look stunning.
I think the Merlin product's really nice. So just from what you told me, would have high expectations for that. Um, Obviously over here, it's difficult to get excited about it because it's going to be expensive. It's going to be few and far between. So the odds of us getting something like that would have to be like something I purchase as a single. But then the ones that I would want, your Salahs and your Liverpool players, are going to be a lot of money. So that's something I would be watching eagerly to see if you could pull one of those and be happy for you. But I think, yeah, that would be phenomenal. I've got a card up here that I got off Brock Nash on a trade, which is a Byron Murphy, and that's in gold ink.
Yeah, yeah, nice.
There's a sticker also, but the card's actually black. I didn't realise. I can't really explain why I didn't realise because the bag makes it look a bit hazy, but it's like it just looks phenomenal. So yeah, on card Merlin, yeah, sounds good. That sounds really good.
Yeah, really nice. Yeah, coming into May. Let's see how I get on with that one. Yeah, just looking forward to now. I will obviously try and get your care package out to you prior to the card show. So
Yeah,
then you've
lovely.
got, I see care package. This is an example, as we spoke about earlier, my gripe about getting a sort of a mail day where you get, some base cards when you jumped into a break. You're going to get a premium care package here. Not only are you going to get a value box, you'll get a few Seahawks cards. You'll get a bit of this, a bit of that, to really please the customer. Not that you're my customer, but to please you as a collector. And
Wow.
I hope you're really happy with them. And hopefully, I'm going to send some bits over that hopefully you can stick in the single
Ooh.
get some NZ dollars for. So
I speaking of which, I need to chase up Card Geezer because I sent a care package to Card Geezer, which has got a couple of, including an auto for you for Packers in. So I need to
well, yeah,
see. Yeah, I need to have a chat with him and see. I was thinking about this the other day, right? The inner workings of my mind. I was like, I'm sure I wrote your name on the thing, but I'm just wondering if I've created a situation where he thinks, oh, he sent me a nice Packers auto. What a good lad. I'll go back to him and go, on that.
I,
Yeah.
I, I'll follow him on eBay. Can you imagine that goes up? Fuming.
I better get onto him. No, I'm pretty
On
sure I labelled it, so it's just I'm hoping it will just be a case that he's hopefully can put it out in the post to you.
well, maybe I'll give him a message and arrange some sort of, because I'm
Yeah.
sure he's probably got some bits to send you, isn't he? And I can chuck it in the care package for him.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yes, actually. Good call. Yeah, there's
Two birds, one stone.
yeah,
Yeah,
he knows what I want. He's got
does
a
he?
yeah, he knows. There's a an Obsidian JSN mem card rookie. Yeah, he knows I want it. So that would be fantastic. Yeah.
I'll drop
Good.
him a
Love
message
that.
and
Yeah.
maybe I'll
Get in contact with
when
Card Geezer.
I'll collar him about coming on the pod.
Yeah. My are we at any AOB yet?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I just a bit of a random one, but my sister done the London Marathon at the
Oh,
weekend,
nice. What,
and
Alex or
she
Misha?
Misha,
Well, good for her.
yeah, she's not really a runner or so and that, and I think I'm not really. I've never been into marathons. Don't get it. Doesn't do it for me. And she said she was do it, and I think in my head I was thinking, oh, I don't think she'll. Will she complete? I don't know. I don't know. If she listens to this, she might be annoyed at me, but kind of I'm trying to say really. Did I think it would actually happen? Maybe not. I don't know. But she did it and incredible. I've never felt I watched a video where she saw my family and Jake and her daughter Esme on the sideline with a mile to go and she got really emotional. And I was like trying not to well up watching it. And I was like, that's incredible. She's a mile to go. I felt very inspired. So I thought it was worth a mention on the pod. So yeah, a lot of respect for that. I think that's an incredible achievement.
First and foremost, that is a massive achievement. Having known Misha, a long time as well, kudos to her. That's a big, you know, it's a highlight, isn't it? It's something to be able to look back on and say that you've done that. Friend of the pod, Dom Lott, was also in that London Marathon. He ran it.
Really?
Yeah. He did
Yeah,
it.
that
Yeah,
quiet, isn't he?
yeah. Off the radar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done it. And yeah, look at that. How's you like Dom Lott done it? Your sister's done it.
Yeah.
Breaking news: Curry signed up for it next year.
What, the London Marathon?
Well, to be in the ballot.
Unbelievable. Love that.
Imagine ripping a pack, running around, running around the London Marathon.
Oh, well, if you're in it, you 100% got to do that.
Can you imagine running over to people that I see or my family and be like, "Give me
Yeah.
the pack, give me the pack." Rip
Yeah.
it open, rip a Gerard Auto. Bosh!
Yeah. Oh, it's got to happen. If the organisers are listening, get this boy in.
Get this boy in the ballot.
Yeah. That'd be class. Yeah.
Wow! On that bombshell, congratulations to everyone that ran the London Marathon. It is truly a hell of a task, and it was super hot that day as well. a lot of admiration and inspiration as well.
That's the word.
So there we go. Congratulations to one and all. Congratulations to Misha, to Dom Lot. How's he luck? Is he back on the pod next week? Not for me to
Who
say,
knows?
because I'll be on said cruise. And just to give you a quick update before we leave, £14 a day for Wi-Fi on the cruise.
It's worth it.
I'll be swerving it probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll find a guest
Cody,
host.
yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see who we can conjure up. It could be at How's Your Luck, Dom Luck.
He can tell you about the marathon.
He could. He could tell me about why he's seemingly disappeared off the face of the planet for the last 3 months. So he could tell me a lot of things, couldn't he, really?
There's a lot to discuss. West Ham's relegation battle, London
Yeah. The
Marathon.
feedback stopped. The conversations. Like, what's going on with that boy? I want to get it. Let's get How's Your Luck, Dom Luck on the pod. Let's get him unraveled. Let's get him on that open highway. Let's find out what's been going on.
Uncensored.
Uncensored.
And on that
Deep dive.
bombshell.
The deep dive into Dom Lot. That sounds wrong, that. Let's move on. Right. Are we done?
I think so, Coon. Any other business from you, Chief, or you all done?
NOB.
NOB from me, which leaves one thing to do.
Regards to your family.
Regards to your family, Coon. All the best, Chief. See you on the other side.
Over and out.